Some of the consequences shown in scenario 1 are how it could cause harm to the participants that are taking part in the experiment, even though they have been given consent from parents. They may themselves not be aware of this. As well as this, the background check on the coaches is very important, because if this check isn't done properly, or if it doesn't show up, that means that they could be sued if they have a criminal record, or something in their background which means that they shouldn't be working with the children. Then there's scenario 2, showing that a researcher is going to all the gymnastic competitions. So this could lead to suspension within the job role due to the fact of not having consent from all, due to having an observation. This can then cause the harm, and this harm can then be followed up by a prosecution towards the coach. In scenario 3, there is also some consequences that would happen to both the participant and to the researcher. So the participant would have physical harm if something went wrong, compared to the researcher whose credibility could go down. So if the participants aren't debriefed at the end of the research and made aware of what was going on, what happened, and if they breach this data protection law, this will either lead to suspension, or their research credibility will be lowered. So any of their research won't be as credible, and other researchers will be aware of this. So scenario 4. By having no supervision over the Olympic gymnasts, even though they are aware of what they are doing, it still means that if any injuries occur during this period of time, it could lead to fines and imprisonment, possibly, depending on how serious it is, and the activity and why it wasn't supervised.